Welcome. Thank you for showing up. Hi, I am Kelly and this is Maxwell. We are excited to practice this morning with you. Thank you for showing up. Today, we're finding hugging in the midline to balance better with ease. So working on balance and let's just get started on our mat, seated. We'll sit first, take a seat, and sit up well. Reach your arms up and stretch overhead. Let's watch the sunrise together, right? If you're here tuning in to the live streaming event, warming up the body. So let's flow, moving, twisting, turning right to left. Reach up the other way. Good. Reach and stretch your arms even higher. Reach the fingertips and turn. Inhale, reach. One more time on both sides. Inhale and reach. And then exhale the other way. Inhale. Now lean over to the side. Lean the other shoulder back and reach the arm over the ear. Draw your elbow in. Inhale and reach up and change sides. So hand on the floor, lean over, draw the shoulder back. Inhale and reach up. And then over to the side, looking over, lateral flexion of the body. The spine. Do it one more time on each side. One more. And now place the hands behind the hips. Lean back, put your feet on the floor, and tip your knees side to side. So external and internal rotation of the knees. Bring the legs as far down as you can. If you can, touch the floor with the inside of the knee and the outside of the other knee. Touch. Do that again, one more time. Hi, Maxwell. And change the crossing of your legs. So the other way, the non-default way. Inhale and reach up. Maxwell, reach up, reach. And then turn. Look over your shoulder. Inhale, reach. And then look the other way. Hand on the outside of your leg. And you can turn your palm back. Inhale and reach. And twist. Fingertip behind the hip to add a little bit of length. Inhale, reach. And then the other way. And now let's lean over. So stretching the side body, arm up and over your ear, palm on the floor, bring it over, reaching, look up, and then over. One more time on each side. Elbow in, reach up and over. Waking up the body, warming up all the soft tissue. Bring it over. And now feet in front again. Tip the knees side to side. One more time. And now let's come over all the way onto your hands and your knees and scoot, back it up to the middle of your mat. And put your hands on the floor, palms flat, fingertips pressing. And have your knees so they're underneath your hips. Don't have them too close to your wrists. Put the top of your feet on the floor. Lower your belly down towards the mat and look forward. And then round up your spine, reaching the back towards the ceiling. Drop the head between the arms. And you can kind of turn the head right there. Now lower your belly and look forward. And then Exhale and round. Are you trying to tell me something, Maxwell? Are you trying to tell me something? Do you want to go out? We'll do that as soon as we stand up. Oh, okay. You found your chicken. Lower your belly down towards the mat and then round up your spine. Press your feet into the floor. Press your fingertips into the floor. One more time. Now bring your knees back just a couple of inches and and lift up your left leg and bring it over on the other side of the right leg and press into the floor. Reach your hands or your arms straight. Pushing, bring your glutes back. So stretching through the outside of the hip. This with the right leg on the left, kind of driving that stretch more into the left hip. The left glute, you'll feel that nice stretch. Pardon. And lift up. And let's change sides. Leg over. Put the knee down, the shin. And reach the arms and push the glutes back to your heels. And then lift up. And bring your knees apart, pretty far apart. And you can even bring your feet apart right here. Come into child's pose with your feet and your knees spread apart. Getting a little more length, a little more depth in the child's pose. Working into any stiffness that you may have in your hips, sweeping or pressing your fingertips into the mat, clawing the mat. Now let's come up and in bird dog to warm up your core. Reach the right arm and reach the left leg. Look forward, just gaze slightly forward, lift the heart, and then bring your elbow in and touch your knee. Press your toes into the floor of that right foot and reach the arm and press your fingertips to the floor of your left hand. Bring it in and touch. So balancing quadruped move. Do it one more time. Quadruped position. 2 points of contact. Set your hands down. 4 points of contact. Leveling your body before you go to the other side. Good. Then extend the left arm. Reach the right leg. And hold. So press really strongly and lengthen the arm. And bring your elbow and knee together and touch. And then reach. Again, touch. And reach. Do that one more time. Just 3 times. Good. Now set your hand down and your knee down. Let's cross the ankles and sit behind your heels. Extend your legs out straight. Scoot. So your heels come close to the edge of your mat. So when you lie down, your heels will draw in towards you, but you're still on the mat. Reach your arms overhead. Good morning. Sweep the arms up, reaching up, 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 up. Palms facing each other, sweep around and grab the back of your shoulders and squeeze, hugging in, giving yourself a hug for being here. Reach up and change side, or change the crossing. And then reach up. Place your hands on the floor and lift your knees up. Get your lower back settled into the floor evenly. Then tap your toes to the floor, right and left. So just tap, tap. Meanwhile, think about your lower back. Here you want to press the lower back down towards the floor. So you're engaging your abs. Think below the navel, like you're squeezing those hip points towards each other. Start to tap the toes out farther away from the glutes, but continue to hug in the midline, the abdominal muscles. Strengthening Tap 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Knees are bent 90 degrees. Lift your shoulders up, hands behind the ears, and extend the right leg out and reach your right elbow to your left knee. And let's change sides. So bring your knees together first and then switch. Bring your knees together first and then switch. So twisting right and left very slowly and controlled. Right there. Touch, and the opposite elbow touches the floor. Right there. Good morning, Maxwell. Are you happy? Touch. Knees together and touch. Let's do this 8 more times. Touch and reach. Good. Touch and reach. Excellent. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Lower your head down. Extend your legs out. Reach your arms overhead. Stretch. Bring your right knee into your chest briefly. Knee across to the left. Reach the right arm over to the right. Just take in, notice what you're feeling, the stiffness in your body. Waking up. Lift up, and let's change sides. And look over. Good. Hip, quad, side of the leg, glute. All right. Center up on the mat. Grab your knees. All right. So we're going to roll. We're going to rock and roll. Rocking and rolling. It's good to lift your shoulders so your body's kind of rounded, so you smooth out this movement. Try to do that. So bring your hands behind your knees and you're going to roll up. Tap your toes. Roll back. Roll up. Tap your toes. Roll back. Do it again. Tap. One more time. And then cross your legs. Hands in front of your feet. Separate your feet. And fold. Reach for your elbows. So bend your knees, feeling buoyant. Start to move, alternating, straightening, and bending your knees, just right and left. Let's get some movement going before we hold any specific pose. So straighten and bend. Now hold static, but sway your arms over to one side and then the other. One side and the other. Now bring your hands down to your blocks or the floor and let your body hang like a rag doll. You can turn your palms up. Stretch the wrists the opposite way. Straighten your legs a little bit more. And then flip your palms back over. Hands at your shins or your thighs. Lengthen the head forward. Pull your abs in right there. Contract the abs. Lower down. Inhale. Reach up to the sky. Fingertips up. Bring your hands to your heart. Roll your shoulders back. Step forward to the front of your mat if you're not there. And let's bring the arms to the side. Have the arms at the side. Turn your palms forward, externally rotating the shoulders. Soften the knees. Close your eyes. Setting your intention for your practice. Why did you show up to do this practice today? To feel better, to move, to stretch out those parts of your body that feel stiff, creating a little more suppleness in your body. Now bring your hands together and open your eyes. Reach up and stretch the arms overhead again. Exhale, and when you fold over, keep your foot back flat, press into your feet, abs contracted, fold all the way over to look behind, look through your legs, reach your hands for the blocks or the floor. Inhale, half lift. Place your hands on the floor. Step your left leg back first. Keep your right leg forward. Knee down on the mat. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to the floor. Ardha Hanumasana. Put your foot flat. Low lunge. And now let's go to the long edge of the mat. So walking it over, changing the plane of motion, inner thighs warming up. Walk it back. Be very light right here. Don't go too deep as we warm up. Now turn and face the mat. Set your knee down. Again, one more time. Half split, flex your foot. Set your foot down. Hands on the floor. Step forward and fold. Look through your legs. Lengthen the head forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale your hands to your heart. Second side. Moon salutation. Inhale, reach your arms up. Soften the knees. Exhale, fold. Lengthen the head forward. Exhale, right leg goes back. Set your knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to the floor, Ardha Hanumasana. Put your foot on the floor. Lift up your knee, Skandasana. Walk it over, walk it to the front. Do that one more time. And turn it. One more time, knee on the floor. Shift back, flex your foot. Excellent. Feeling a little more warmed up, place your hands on the floor, lift up your knees, step forward and fold. Look through your legs. Relax your shoulders. Lengthen the head forward, half lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise. So we're going to do that again, one on each side. Exhale your hands to your heart. Shoulders rolled back. Good. Inhale and reach up, stretch up, really, really stretch. Exhale, fold. Every move counts. Inhale, half lift. Step your left leg back, knee on the mat. Arms come back, reaching up. Stretch the chest. Exhale, hands down. Flex your foot, half split. Put your foot down flat, long edge of the mat. Skandasana. Do that 2 times, just because it's a really great warm-up for your hips. And then spin it over. Place your hands on the floor and set your knee down one more time, half split. For the hamstring, hello hamstring. Put your foot down, step forward, fold. Lengthen the head forward. Exhale, fold again. One more time, inhale, stand tall. And then exhale, hands to your heart. Second side. Inhale, reach. Look up, soften the knees. Exhale, fold over, flat back, abs contracted. Lengthen the head forward. Step your right leg back, right knee to the mat. Reaching up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, Ardha Hanumasana, half split. Put your foot flat. Skandasana, long side of the mat. Do that 2 times. Walk it forward and walk it back. Your feet parallel, by the way. So keep your feet pressing down. Good. Now pivot, turning, facing the front of your mat. Step forward, fold. Lengthen the head forward. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise, reaching up, stretch up overhead. Exhale your hands to your heart. Good. Okay, so starting at the front of the top of the mat. Tree pose. Put your left hand on your hip and looking forward, chin neutral, lift up your right knee. Balancing, first balance of the session of the class. Go ahead and rotate your foot around. Loosen up, lighten up, and then hold. So hold flexion, hug in the midline of the body, feeling more balanced. Straighten the standing leg. Bring the knee to the side. Reach down and grab your ankle. Place your foot on the inner thigh. Hugging in the abs, the core muscles, pull in your front ribs. Bring your palms to your heart. And then reach up. Arms overhead. Stretch. And then bring them out to the side. So circling down all the way around. Point your knee forward. Lift up your knee. Set your foot down. Let's do the other side. Practicing first round of balancing. Lift up your knee. You can hold the knee, pull that in. This is a really good lower back stretch right here. Rotate your foot and then rotate the other way. Hand at your hip. Bring the knee to the side. Then reach down and grab your ankle. Place your foot on your inner thigh. Balancing by hugging in the core muscles, like you're pulling your hip points towards each other. Hands to your heart, straight standing leg. Inhale, reach up. Then exhale all the way around. If you fall out, it's okay. Do not beat yourself up for that. That's how we learn. Arms all the way down, how your body learns. Balance, bring it up. Knee up in the front. Set your foot down. Good. Inhale, reaching your arms up. Soften your knees. Exhale your arms to your side. Come into chair pose. Inhale. So 3 breaths in chair pose. You just want to lift your heart and look forward. Don't look down. Chin neutral. Pull your head back. You can bring your arms forward first and then start to reach the arms up so your biceps are beside your ears, potentially. Lower your hips down more. Inhale. Abs in. Exhale, fold. Lengthen your head forward. Let's step back to plank and hold. So right here in plank, press into the hands. Tap your knees. Right. Tap. Like it's kissing the floor. So light tap. And then left. Other side. Right. And then left. Good. 2 more. 1 more. Now let's go through a vinyasa. Shift forward, lower down to the mat. Cobra pose. 3 times, lifting the chest. Slide your hands down, elbows draw in. Lift up your heart, press your feet into the floor. Abs contracted, pull the navel away from the floor. Exhale, lower. Do that again. Inhale, lift. Good. Exhale and lower. Press your feet down. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. Draw your elbows in towards each other. Look forward. Keep pushing. Lift up your knees. Downward facing dog. So reach your heels towards the rear of the mat. Shift forward into plank. Right there. Okay, so progressing. So tap both knees and then lift. Okay, if you need to, you can set your knees down and lift up one at a time, alternately. Or here, both knees tap. Let's do that. 4, 3, 2, kiss the floor. And then 1 more. And lift, downward facing dog. Excellent. Pedal your heels right and left. Lift your right leg up. Inhale. 3-limb dog. Knee in towards your nose. Right there. And set your foot between your thumbs. Reach up. Crescent pose. High lunge. Reaching up. Here's your balance from hugging in the body. Pull your front ribs in. Extend the back leg straight. Bring your hands to your heart. Sweep the hands down and shift the chest over that forward leg, knee over your ankle, lengthen the back leg, reaching your arms forward now. Inhale, and then exhale, place your hands on the floor. Right arm goes up, reach. Stretch that arm up. We're going to go into side plank, but the first time through, we'll do this many times. I want you to kickstand or bring your foot to the center of the mat like this, right? So propped up, side plank, reaching up. Reach the hips, press into the edge of your foot, key point, strengthening the outside of the leg, the outside of the hip. Good. Now look down at the mat, and you're just going to pivot and place your forearm down, palm down, and go to the other side, but on your forearm here. So one foot is in front of the other, or first time, let's do this. Stack the leg up underneath, reach up. Good. Now bring your forearm to the floor. Walk it down, palms on the floor. Forearm plank. Tap the knees. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now press and walk up to your hands, downward facing dog. Good. Lift up your left leg. Inhale. Bring the knee in, shift the body forward, step your foot between your hands, lift up crescent pose. So notice when you come up into crescent pose where your feet are. Extend the back leg straight. Hands sweep down to your sides and hinge forward, right there. So a little bit of width between your feet, not on a tightrope, right? Reaching your arms here, hold it for 2 breaths, inhale. Exhale, draw the shoulders back, away from the ears, take another breath. Exhale, place your right hand down and reach up, twist. Spread your fingers, so from your pinky to your thumb, there's your balance. Knee over your ankle right there. Good, go to the edge of your foot, slide your left foot in, side plank. Lift your hips, reach up that arm, press into your hand. You can look up or look down. All right, so now face the mat and then turn, put your forearm down, and then the left shin down, flipping over to the other side. So forearm plank, easily, with the prop. Now come to your forearms. And again, let's tap 8 times. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it up. Left hand, right hand, downward facing dog. Breathe. So downward facing dog, reach the hamstrings or the thighs back. Inner thighs, reaching back. Feet are parallel, looking back behind you, even tucking the chin, feeling the back of the neck comfortably straight. Now walk your feet to your hands. Many steps this time. Lengthen the head forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, and stand tall. Stretching the front of your hips in Lord of the Dance pose. So standing on your left and your left leg, straight leg. You can slightly bend it right now. Just get your bearings, get your balance, right? Then bend your knee, your right knee, reach back, grab your foot. If you have a strap, you can also place the strap around the top of the foot. Reach the left arm out to the left. Straighten the left leg. Just feel that in quad stretch, the front of the hip, also into the flexors, the pelvis. But pull your front ribs in. And then start to tip the chest forward and reach the knee back. And then pull the foot away from the glute. Looking forward, reach your arm forward. And then shift, knee pointing down, and set your foot down. Good. Change sides. Standing, right leg, bend your left knee, get your balance, feel the hamstring contract right there, reach back, grab the top of your foot, draw your shoulder back. First, you can start with reaching the arm side. Then as you tip forward, reach forward, point your knee back, and then press the foot into the hand and pull the heel away from the glute, which lifts the heart. Straighten the right leg. Good. Hugging the body in, bring it in, bring it in. Nice. And set your foot down. Excellent. Inhale and reach up. Exhale your arms to your side, coming into chair pose. This time in chair pose, as we hold and breathe, let's twist to the right as you exhale. Sink your glutes down so your glutes or your hips are lower than your shoulders. Inhale and reach up. And then exhale, twist the other way. So notice where your hips up are in relationship to your shoulders. Start to turn more, maybe getting the hands to the center of the chest. Inhale and reach, but not forcing that. Exhale, fold. Lengthen the head forward. Step back, or if you want to, float back. Shift forward, lower down, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Let's rotate or turn the toes and bend the knee, reaching the ball of your foot. Just look over there and notice your foot. There it is. Extend the leg straight. Now bring your knee in towards your nose or your chin and shift forward, rounded upper back and step your foot to your hand. Good. Now, coming up into high lunge position or crescent pose. Inhale and reach. Same thing. Exhale. Sweep back and lean the chest forward, but keep your gaze forward. Then reach your arms forward. Exhale, sweep back. Inhale, reach. One more time. Exhale, sweep back. Good. Now place your left hand on the floor. Reach the right arm up. Stretch that arm straight up, fingertips reaching for the ceiling. Go to the edge of your left foot. Prop up into the center or stack your legs. Lift your hips. Reach the arm. Broaden through the chest, looking out to the side. Don't drop your head. Nice. Now, slowly turn. Put your forearm down. Palm on the floor. Go to the other side. Stack your legs. Press and reach up. Forearm plank. Excellent. Hands, both forearms on the floor. Facing the mat, look between the thumbs, and you want to parallel the arms. So your hands are going to try to come in towards each other, but try to keep them, your palms parallel, forearms parallel to each other. Straight legs. Tap your knees. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it up onto your right hand, left hand, downward facing dog. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Turn your head and exhale it out. 1 more breath. Inhale. Right. Lift the left leg. Turn your toes out and bend your knee. Look over there. See your foot. What's it doing? Good. Extend the leg. Now bring the knee in towards your nose. Look at your knee first and then look between your thumbs. Where's your foot going? Right there. You can't get anywhere unless you know where you're going, right? Most of the time. Separate your feet width-wise. Inhale, reach up. Straighten the back leg. Good. Now sweep. Here's your leg strength. Lunge strength. In a lunge position. Reach forward. 3. Reach back. 2. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Good. Reach the left arm up. Stretch that arm up. Go to the edge of your right foot. Foot to the center or stack the legs. Lift the hips. Reach up. Press into your fingers. Now we're going to flip back to the other side. Very carefully though. Careful with your shoulders, your forearm, your elbows, your elbow. So shoulder over elbow. Reach up. Stretch edge of your foot or one foot in front of the other. Excellent. Come to your forearms. Here we go. Core training. Here we go. Palms are flat. Forearms parallel. Tap. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it up. Other side. Downward dog. Nice work, people. Lift your heels, bend your knees, step or float to the hands. Big step forward, fold over. Lengthen the head forward. Exhale, fold. Before we come up, let's stretch the shoulders, reach the hands behind the back. Separate your feet a little bit more. Reach the
Clasp your hands, reach the knuckles away from you. Let your head drop, the crown of the head facing the floor. Focus to the shoulders, move the shoulders away from the ears, so reach the arms away from the body, away from the ears, shoulders away from the ears. Breathe. One more breath. Now, slide the hands down the back of your legs. Lengthen the head forward. Half lift. Beautiful job. Exhale, fold. Inhale and rise. Reaching up. Stretch overhead. Third balancing pose. Hand to big toe. Standing leg, left leg. Bring your right knee up to your chest. You can use a strap right here around the ball of your foot. Extend out the left arm, palm facing up. Reach down on the inside of your knee. Grab the strap or your big toe. Extend the leg straight, toes pointing up. Pull your hip back, shoulder back. Good. Now, modify by not extending the legs as straight. And then just try. So first hugging in the body, abs contracted, and reach the leg to the side. Straighten that left out leg. Breathe. And then look forward, bring the leg forward. Excellent. Bend your knee. Hug that leg in and set your foot down. Excellent. Great job. Let's do the other side. Standing leg, right leg. Lift up your left knee. Hug it in first. Abs contracted. Hug in the midline. Then reach down. Extend the leg. Toes pointing up, heel pointing down. Reach the right arm, palm facing up, straight right leg. Then try to bring the leg side as far as you can, even if it's just a little. Good. Now bring it forward. Bend your knee. Hug the leg in and set it down. All done, all over. Nice work. Inhale and reach up. Same flow sequence. Exhale, arms to your side, chair pose with our twist. Inhale, exhale, twist to the right. So your knees, keep them together. Your toes are together, ankles apart. Good. Inhale, reach. Look forward. Everybody lighten up. Lower your hips. Glutes towards your heels. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold over your legs. Look behind you first. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Plant your hands on the floor. Step back. Do a vinyasa. Do a vinyasa. Or go through. Lower down. Up dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. It's easy to skirt through and do a drive-by with upward facing dog. But pay attention to that pose. Every move counts. Inhale, reach your right leg up, turn your toes out, bend your knee. Reach the ball of your foot, see your foot. Look at the floor. Where are you going to put your foot? Just try. Place it on the floor. Unflip. Or flip. Rock star. Lift the hips, reach the arm over the ear. Excellent. Right hand to the floor. Three-limb dog. Right leg up. Look back first, and then as you bring the knee in, notice the knee where it's positioned, and then shift forward. Gaze goes between the thumbs. Step your foot where you're looking. Inhale, crescent pose. Reach up. Sweep. Sweep the arms forward, but keep the chest over the knee, over the thigh. Sweep. Do it again. Inhale. Exhale, hand on the floor, reach the right arm up, twist, right there, stay there, or side plank, very slowly, controlled, reach the arm, look down at the mat, face the mat, forearm down, walking it down, palm on the floor, other direction, forearm side plank, press into the forearm, good. Now, face the mat, tap your knees 8 times. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it up. Right hand, left hand, downward dog. Second side, left leg, reach up. Turn your toes out. Bend your knee, look over. Where is that foot going to land? Very slowly, mindfully set it down. Lift your hips, rock star. Up. Breathe. Hand on the floor. 3-limb dog. Look back first. Then as you bring the knee in, shift your gaze, keep your hips high, step your foot to your hands. Crescent pose. You need a wide base. Our feet wide are good. Exhale, sweep back. Strengthening the leg, lunge pose, reach the arms, shoulders away from the ears. Good, sweep forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. One more time. Inhale. Then exhale, place your hand on the floor. Reach up, twist, edge of your foot, side plank. Right there. Open the body. Lift the hips. Good. Now just face the mat and bring your forearm down right there. Unflip or go to the other side. Reach the arm up if you can. And then over the ear. Lift your hips. Good. One more time. Last time for core training. We'll move on. Palms on the floor. Body straight. Tap the knees. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it up left. Walk it up right. Downward facing dog. Excellent. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. And fold. Reach the hands behind the back. Clasp. Knuckles towards the ceiling. Lower your head. Let the crown of the head face the floor. Look through the knees. Straighten your legs as much as you can. Folding over. If you contract your abs, you'll get a deeper fold. Move the shoulders away from the ears. Move the hands away from the back. Press into the big side or the big toes, that side of your foot. So your inner thighs spinning in. Now slide the hands down the back of your legs. Lengthen your head forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, and with a flat back stand, towel up. Reach up. Step to the center of your mat. Separate your feet. So your feet are just slightly turned out. Reach your arms forward to counter the balance. Bend your knees and sink your glutes down to your heels. So there's space between the feet, elbows to the inner thighs or right between the knees. Looking forward. Your thumbs to your heart. Excellent work, everyone. Put your hands on the floor. And just kind of then lean in. Just lean into it. Feel the weight on the hands and then lean back, rock back. All right, let's do that again. Rocking forward. Teeter-totter. Bring it back to your heels. How's that? This is actually a great stretch for the hips. And I actually want you to kind of oscillate right here, go side to side, into one foot and then to the other foot. You can actually even press your hand into the knee, just gently stretch the hips. So let me give you 3 key points coming up into crow pose. Your back rounds like a cat first, right? So not flat back, rounding like that. The other thing is your weight comes into your hands and you're thinking about this triad part of your hand right here. Also the circle, so the circle of your hand, but mainly this space right here because the energy, the strength comes from up into the collarbones, into the breastbone, and that's where and then that translates to your wings, your blades. So your hands on the floor, lift your knees, shift your weight forward, lift up your heels, get your knees into your armpits or the shelf of your triceps. Fingertips on the floor, pressing, lift your toes, balancing on your hands and set your feet down. Just practicing that first time. Fold over. Let's try it again. Turn your toes out slightly. Bend your knees. So the knees really go behind the triceps, and the back of the arm is like a shelf. So hands on the mat, press into your fingers, claw the mat, look forward so your gaze is forward. That's key. That's the third point. So looking forward, lift your toes, pull your heels towards your glutes. And then set your feet down. Nice. And sit behind your heels. Extend your legs out straight. Reach your arms up. Bring your right foot. So grab your knee, pull that right foot and place it beside your right knee, your left knee. And then bring that over the leg. And look forward. Relax your shoulders. And take it in. Maybe a little sweat. With the movement, place your fingers behind, the right fingers behind the right hip, and grab the leg and turn towards that body. But I want you to press this leg, the extended leg, down straight. And just see how this feels and works for your body. Hip mobility and flexibility relates to whether or not you can get your heel over. So if you lean over into your left hip and bring your left heel to your right, the right side, not underneath the glute, but on the side, flex your toes and press your foot down. Then turn again. Here you want to press this lower leg down to turn. So press that leg down. And then also anchoring with the foot. So this is your anchor, your leg is the anchor, your foot's the anchor on the other side. And then maybe you want to put your elbow on the outside of your knee, creating more of a bind, palm facing out. Hi, Maxwell. How are you? What do you see? And then look forward, untwist, bring the bottom of your feet together, both feet. Look at your feet. Press your toes together, the balls of your feet, the heels, and just sit up tall for a moment. Wobble, 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 back side to side. Get even on your sitting bones. Then you grab your feet and pull towards the center. Try to bring your elbows in the outside of your legs. Turn your head right and left right here. Then lift up. And let's change sides. So extend out the right leg. Bring your left foot to the inner thigh. Sit up tall. And then place your foot on the other side. Deodorant on my knees. Bring your arm around the leg. And fingertips behind the hip. Look over your shoulder right there. And you want to point the toes up so you can stay here or try, sink into the right hip and bring that heel over to the glute on that side right there. Then press this foot into the floor, and then you want to press, anchoring this leg into the ground. Grab the leg and pull it in, binding, giving the organs a squeeze, stimulating the tissue and the organs, which is a good thing with a bind. There is a purpose. We don't just do it, right? All right, so elbow, if you want to, creating more of a bind. It's a little more of a twist. Be careful not to over twist here. You want to keep your sacrum and the lower back safe and not compromised by the twist in itself. So pressing into that lower leg is the key point there. Pressing that down, allowing your hips to have some freedom. And then untwist one more time. Feet on the floor on the edge of your feet. I was going to say edge.
All right, sit up tall. Maybe you can bring your heels closer to the groin. A little more intense for the inner thighs. Heels farther away, easier. Grab your toes and pull yourself towards the leg. And maybe your elbows can come down, palms on the floor, or you can just hold the feet. Breathe in and out. Lift up. Bring your legs together. Nice work. Extend the legs out straight. Slide to the edge of the mat. So how we started class, lowering down. We'll stretch first let's do bridge pose, and then we'll stretch the hips on your back. So palms on the floor. About a minute of bridge work. Place your feet flat, heels close to your glutes. Lift up your right shoulder and pull it under. Left shoulder, pull it under. Then lift your hips, bring your hands underneath and clasp. Edge of the pinky fingers to get touching the floor, one in front of the other. So don't crunch your one pinky into the other. Your knees pointing up, look up, lift your hips. Squeeze those shoulders up underneath you more. So the back of your neck is off of the floor, by the way. Broaden through the chest, lifting straight up. Breathe. Your feet should be parallel. Don't turn your toes out. So just like when you're squatting, the toes pointing forward or feet parallel, most of the time anyway. Spine neutral. Now unclasp your hands and lower down all the way. And now spread your blades apart. And windshield wiper your knees side to side, arms out. Knees side to side. You can use a strap right here or hand to big toe hold. We did this standing. Extend your left leg out, right leg up, straight up. Reach your hand behind your hamstring if you don't have a strap and pull that in. Then straighten your leg more. Then reach up behind the calf. Notice what's happening with your left leg. It may have risen up off the floor. Press into the leg and lengthen that heel away from you. Flex your foot. Strap around the ball of the foot. Breathe. The toes pointing towards your forehead. Reach your left arm over to the left, palm facing up. Then I want you to turn your heel up and your toes out towards the floor as you lower your leg out to the side. Inner thigh stretch. Right there. And again, just like when we were standing doing this pose, hug the midline in. And then turn your gaze over. Begin to lift the leg. Keep the leg straight and change your grip. Right arm over to the right. Let that leg come over to the other side. Keep your shoulders on the floor, and you may have to even them up once you bring the leg over, getting them comfortable. Then look straight up, or you can look over to that right hand. As you exhale, lengthen the leg out further. Maybe your foot comes all the way to the floor with your shoulders on the mat. Breathe. Keep the left leg straight also. Then turn your gaze up first. Start to lift the leg, lowering your back to the floor. Bend your knee and place your left foot, or bring your left knee up and place your right ankle on your left knee. Pigeon pose, figure 4. Reach underneath,
and through, and pull the leg in, press the opposite knee away. You can even use your thumb in your hip crease and press that down. So evening up the hips feels really good. Reaching in, pressing away, reach in, press away. Keep the lower back on the floor. Excellent. Let's go to the other side. We'll be done in just a few minutes. Bring the leg in, extend the leg up, and as you do that, notice your hamstring, right? Feels much more supple now than in the beginning of class. Extend the right leg out straight, reach that heel towards the edge of the end of the mat. Press your right hand into the thigh, then reach behind, tug that leg in towards your body, then reach up and grab your calf and pull the leg in. Maybe you can straighten your leg, reach up. If you can't, it's okay, just keep a slight bend in the knee, but keep the length of your leg and point your toes towards your forehead. Reach your right arm over to the right, heel turned in, toes turned down. Lower your leg to the side. Here's your hand, big toe hold on your back. Reach the right leg, now turn your gaze. That helps counter the balance also, so you feel a little more stable. Inhale and lift, and then reach. Lower the leg, even up your shoulders, and turn your gaze over the other way. Breathe. So steady your breath, smooth out your breathing when in this twisting posture. It's a little constricted. So paying attention, focusing in on that breath, the lower back benefiting from this stretch, the QL muscle with the leg across, the IT band. Begin to lift, flatten out the back on the floor. Excellent. Supine pigeon pose, place your ankle on your knee. Flex your feet, get your lower back even on the floor. You can rock from side to side a moment. Press the knee away, pull the leg in, legs in. So flex your feet, that's important here. Press, bring your hands behind the hamstring. The other thing is kind of energetically pull the knee out, away. Back of the head flat on the floor. And breathe. And now release, extend your right heel to the right corner, left heel to the left corner. 1 minute of Shavasana, of stillness. Back of the hands on the floor, your feet falling out. Move around, get adjusted, get comfortable. Your next 5 breaths of air. Trace the airflow going into your body. Through your nose, into the lungs, filling the lungs up fully, and then exhale that out. Inhale through the nose. Take an extra sip of air at the top of the breath, and then exhale that out. Do the same thing again, taking an extra sip of air at the top of the breath. Exhale. 2 more breaths just like that. Inhale. And then exhale. 1 more time. Deep breath in, relax the shoulders. And then exhale that out. Excellent. Now slide your feet onto the floor
Tip your knees right and left a few times, and then tip the knees over to one side and push up to a seated position. And let's close class together. Thank you for practicing and taking care of your bodies. Bring the edge of the palms together, and then bring the edge of the thumbs to the mind's eye. Making that light touch, feeling a connection. Relax the shoulders. In thanks and in gratitude. Edge of the hands to the heart, and bowing your chins. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you. I'll see you again next time. I appreciate you. Thanks. Bye.